What's up, nail geeks? I am back again with this month's Hella Handmade creations for September. I have 4 of them to show you guys. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys so much for being supportive on the previous video I posted. You guys have no idea how nervous I was to record it the way that I did. And I'm so glad that I did because I wanted to make it special. You guys rock, just flat out. I love you guys. You guys are like the most supportive people ever. So that's my little PSA for today. You guys just made my week. So in this video, we are going to go over these 4 beautiful brands. We have another amazing month. So let's dive right in. Blush Lacquers brings us Princess Buttercup. This is a dusty peach neutral polish with a strong linear holographic effect. This is the second installment for her Princess Bride series. Price on it will be $13 and there is no cap on it. So this has a true type of holographic finish to it in that when you apply it, it does have just the slightest bit of a jelly but metallic feel. And that's just because of the holographic pigment. Now for opacity, I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats. Depending on how you polish, you might want to go up to a 3rd coat, but I found that at 2 coats, it plumped out very nicely and it built up fully to opacity for me. Now this is what I would consider a bit of a nude type of lean, so because it's got that peachy type of base to it, if you are medium to deep skin toned or you have warm undertones to your skin tone, then this will lean on the neutral side on you. And Cuticula brings us Atlanta. This is a soft cyan base with various shifting iridescent flakes, shifting chrome chameleon flakes, and silver platinum flakes. This is the second installment to her Aquaman series inspired by Queen Atlanta. Price will be $12.50 and there is no cap on it. So this has a very Crelly-like formula to it. It's got quite a bit of squish to those brush strokes, but it builds up very quickly to opacity. So I think for the most part, most will be able to get away with 2 coats on it. This is such a flattering shade. It's got a touch of a warm undertone to it, but it does also have that nice cool undertone depending on what lighting that you're in. So if you are warm undertoned like myself, this is really going to pop against you. Very, very flattering. Now it does dry down quite a bit on the flat side as it is packed full of flakes. So I'm going to suggest a good glossy top coat. You can see on this second coat here, I've got so much flakies across my nails and they contrast very well against that base color. And Femme Fatale brings us Funfetti frosting. This is described as a soft pink when cold to pale pink when warm, thermal, with a creme type finish filled with white, yellow, orange, and crimson bar glitters and assorted colored matte micro glitters. This is another installment to their candy theme, and the price on this one is $14 and there is no cap on it. So this has a very dense, creamy-like feel on application. This is really, really going to depend on how you polish for opacity. I took it up to 3 coats, but in a moment when you guys see that second coat, you'll see that it kind of could have gone either way. So really going to depend on your preference. Now, when you build it up, it does dry down quite a bit on the flat side, which is characteristic of thermals. So a good glossy top coat is really going to give this that nice gel-like plump appearance. And I had no need for placement or anything for the glitters. They are such a fun type of sprinkle-like appearance. Definitely reminds me of animal crackers. Now the thermal properties to this one, it is reactive. However, I do feel like the video is making it quite a bit subtle. So in person, that soft pink to pale pink, it is one of those type of like monochromatic sort of shifts in that they're very close to each other, but you can obviously see it in person. I think my camera was just kind of freaking out. So please note there is a definite temperature change between them. And going in with the ice water here, you can kind of see it. I think it's just kind of disappearing so fast. I was running super warm. I'm very hot underneath these lights that I film under. And lastly, we have Night Owl Lacquer. She brings us the Blood Moon Rises. This is described as a bright red jelly filled with fuchsia to purple to red to gold, crystal chameleon flakes, and charcoal sparkle flakes. This is her second installment for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild series. Price on this one will be $12.50 and there is no cap on it. So this has a very dense jelly-like formula on application. It builds up very quickly to opacity, and it's got that really lovely juicy type of squish factor after you top coat with a glossy top coat. So for opacity on it, I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats depending on how you polish. I personally think that 2 coats is just fine. It absolutely covered my free edge. Now it does dry down kind of flat, so again, to get that juicy factor, you'll want to use something very glossy to finish it off. This is packed full of flakes. I was very worried that this was going to come out really wonky on the video and my swatches. Thankfully, for some reason, I think this is a pretty good representation of what I'm seeing in person. So it's definitely a brilliant, bright type of red, really in your face, and those flakes take on this nice iridescent, almost opalescent effect. Now, Hella Handmade Creations opens up for shopping September 14th at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time and will run on pre-order until September 21st at 11:59 p.m. Hawaiian Time. The site is currently up for a preview if you want to see some of the other polishes that are being offered this month. Lots and lots of goodies again, so you guys can check that link down below. And I'll also link you guys to the Facebook fan group to see additional swatches. You guys know the drill and all that good stuff. This month is so pretty. I really enjoyed last month's, the 4 that I did, and this month I think these makers are knocking it out again. So much good stuff. I'm not done with you guys in terms of video spamming. I've got so much to show you guys. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.